This is Gilles Monsignor, so I come and say hello on this beautiful spring day. I hope you're enjoying those new energies, for there is great opportunity for all kinds of new things that come into life. As we let go of the past, the future always appears. So I'm going to pull out 4 cards to see what is the highest wisdom for us today, see what Spirit may wish to communicate with us. The highest for us, Spirit, the highest wisdom for us today is surrender. It is about letting go of the past, letting go of all those things that are holding us back. So it's not about letting go of those things that we love. It is about letting go of those things that prevents us from discovering better way of being and doing. What we need to understand is the effort. Is what kind of effort do we need to put out in order to achieve the result that we seek to achieve? What we need to do is trust. We have to trust the process. Life is a sacred process. Every life is sacred. Every life is divine, no matter how it looks on the appearance, on the outside world. There's good guys, bad guys, and all kinds of things. But advanced people, less advanced, there are people, all kinds of things. But we have to trust that there is a whole process of life evolution, and everybody's at the right place in the right time. You're always in. So trust the process. Trust your invisible, also your invisible connection. For there are angels that are at work in every situation. If you ask them for more help, they will assist you more. But in general, you want to trust that everything is in the perfect order. And as we move from order to order, there is more to come. And the general message for us today is completion. It is the completion of an old cycle in order to achieve this new cycle, this rebirth, this renaissance. It is important to stay well connected to the heart, and for that, of course, we want to use the internet, we want to use telephone, we want to use all those little gadgets and tools of society, but in many sense, those things may prevent us also from developing a psychic sensitivity, so it is important to also disconnect from all electronic, to move into meditation or nature or sports or anything that those activities that are disconnected. We do not want this hyper connection, because those electromagnetic fields are preventing our DNA from expanding. So we want to use technology, but not to be used by it. For most of those big internet companies are the big brother of George Orwell. It's all about world domination. They're not really, but they may have some good intention, but sometimes it gets absorbed in this lust for power, and so there is a great deal that will come into the picture in relationship to all those new companies, and many things we're going to have to discover how to imply ethics in the business world. For ethics is not really part of the process of business. We're more into Sun Tzu, the art of war, Machiavelli, George Orwell, how to create, how to limit the sort of people so they would accept something that is unwanted as the best possibility. But in many sense, those things will come into the picture. We're going to come into the light. We're going to be discovering new ways of doing things, a fluid group dynamic. There is a great deal of awakening. And even in the news, there is a bit more light about talking about yoga, meditation, well-being. All those things have to come into the picture. And slowly but surely, the old programming will be disconnected, for we still have the tale of the old that is still there. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to sing a little song. It's a beautiful song. I'm going to try to sing it correctly. It is from a great author and composer. It's one of his best songs, I think. He left us a few months ago. It was like this. Suzanne takes you down to her place near the river. You can hear the boats go by. You can spend the night beside her. And you know she's half crazy, but that's why you wanna be there. And she feeds you tea and oranges that come all the way from China. And just when you mean to tell her that you have no love to give her, then she gets you on her wavelengths, and she lets the river answer that you've always been her lover. And you want to travel with her, and you want to travel blind, and you know she will trust you, for you've touched her perfect body with your mind. And Jesus was a sailor when he walked upon the water, and he spent a long time watching from his lonely wooden tower. And when he knew for certain Only drowning men could see him. He said all men will be sailors then until the sea shall free them. But he himself was broken long before the sky would open. Forsaken, almost human, he sank beneath your wisdom like a stone. And you want to travel with him, and you want to travel blind, and you think maybe you'll trust him, for he's touched your perfect body with his mind. Now Suzanne takes your hand, and she leads you to the river. She's wearing rags and feathers from Salvation Army counters, and the sun pours down like honey on Our Lady of the Harbor. And she shows you where to look among the garbage and the flowers. They are heroes in the seaweed. They are children in the morning. They are leaning out for love. And they will lean that way forever while Suzanne holds the mirror. And you want to travel with her, and you want to travel blind, and you know you can trust her, for she's touched your perfect body with her mind. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.